Hello, and welcome to Lumpia and Latkes. I'm Jay, a Filipino American,
And I'm Mitch, an American Jew. We are friends
and former coworkers.
who riff all day at work and decided to create this podcast for extended conversations on anything that intrigues us.
We won't always get it right, but we'll do what we can. Thanks for joining us. This episode, reboots and remakes, why no one likes them. Reboots and remakes, why no one likes them. This is going to be a deep dive into, all the stuff that Hollywood's doing that's wrong. Basically, it's reboots and remakes, and then how most likely sequels are going to be worse than the original. There are exceptions to the rule. And then, you remember those VHS, direct-to-VHS sequels that they had back in the 90s?
I did.
Yeah, those
Oh
things.
my God.
I had a couple of those.
Like the first one, wasn't it The Return of Jafar?
Return of Jafar. I had that one.
Yep.
And then also there was Aladdin, the King of Thieves. And
yeah, but that was number 3 though.
Yeah. But either way, like these were not like in theaters. So people that don't know. First off, what's a VHS? So VHS it's a
Really? You're going to go there?
Hey man, some people are listening might not know because again, you have kids today. Like it's everybody knows it happens all the time. Like there's a teacher that did it recently where
All right.
you have a floppy disk, and they brought in a floppy disk because they want to use it as a coaster. Because who can use the floppy disk anymore? It got so small.
Gather around the campfire, children.
Right.
I'll tell you about the day that we used VHS.
Right. So, but the floppy disk, they brought it in, and then the kids were like, "Oh, you 3D printed the save icon." Like, you dumbass kids. Anyway, so what a VHS is, it's an old, it's a videotape. It's an actual cassette tape. It's a piece of plastic that has a magnetized piece of film on it that rolls around inside, and you had to rewind tapes. It goes in one direction to play, and then you rewind it, and the tape rolls back. It's not a great quality. It's very low quality. It actually gets worse with age because it's magnetized, and the magnetization and the actual celluloid film, whatever, breaks down with age. So
yes, it does very quickly.
VHS.
It's honestly only good for several years, and then it's pretty much worthless.
Yeah. So if anybody has their VHS tapes, probably too late now, but you probably want to buy a converter, which they have available through eBay, Amazon, all that kind of stuff. Buy yourself a converter and convert it over to, I guess you could do it to DVD, but even that's kind of outdated at this point. You probably want to just convert it over to your computer. Directly hook up to your computer and record it that way.
I guarantee you my brother-in-law has a converter. I could call him right now.
Oh,
you have one, don't you?
I have one.
Oh my God!
I've converted over all of our old family movies because again, VHS doesn't last. It's not. It was never meant to.
No.
So yeah, convert them over. And what 90s Disney did, they took these famous movies, and the one that we're talking about now is Aladdin. With Genie and all that stuff with Robin Williams and Leia Salonga, one of the Disney princesses, but not the speaking voice. She was the
right.
But anyway, so they took these movies and they're like, well, we want to make more money, but we don't want to spend a big budget. So what they do, I think these things were mostly made in like China or something with their animation, but the quality went down because you have that nice classic Disney like film quality, like grade animation with like great in-betweener artists and that kind of stuff.
Right.
They were just pushing these out like left and right with these direct to VHS sequels because again, it's all about money. It's all about a cash grab. It's taking whatever the hot thing is and just making an immediate thing for it now so people can spend more money.
Right.
And
right.
No one. I mean, there is a. It's not to say there's not value to be had in these things because there is value. I mean,
right.
I certainly love The Return of Jafar and Aladdin and the King of Thieves. Those are great. I think they're great.
Okay, if you say so.
I mean, it's more of a because it's more of a nostalgia thing for me because these came out when I was a kid. These are all basically it's my childhood. So I love.
I get it. I get it.
I
understand.
Right?
Sure.
And then sequels, how sequels failed to deliver. You remember Blues Brothers 2000?
I do remember Blues Brothers 2000. That was the
Yeah,
one with John
John
Goodman
Goodman.
and Jim Belushi.
Yeah,
And I gotta say, man,
it's John Goodman and Dan Aykroyd, and John Goodman replaced Belushi. Yeah, because Belushi
correct.
passed, right? Which is sad. Belushi passed. He had lived a hard life. It's going to happen. But and then they had that child in there, which I didn't like. I mean, the child
Yeah, I
didn't
know
add
it's kind of
anything to the
weird.
story. That's very strange. But the music cast was still fantastic. I mean, you still had Aretha Franklin. You had the original band still there. I think BB King was in there. They had that great ending scene with all the people that are on the stage, singing their music. That was great. It's
Right, right,
just
right.
most of the movie sucked, straight up.
Yeah, yeah,
And it's
exactly.
so sad. They took something that was so great because the original Blues Brothers, fantastic, awesome movie, classic. Everybody loves it. You got Cab Calloway singing "Minnie the Moocher," like the original Cab Calloway. I mean, that's good. That's good stuff. And then Blues
It
Brothers
is.
2000 is just like, oh boy. Yeah,
What the hell did they do that for?
yeah. Why did they do that? Yeah, not great. Um, what else are we going to talk about? Psycho. Do you remember the one with Anne Heche and Vince Vaughn?
I do not. I didn't even realize that they made one.
They made one, and it was literally just a shot for shot remake. There was no originality at all, other than they just changed the actors, and it was a little bit higher quality of film. It's
Well,
like,
that's crappy.
yeah, what's the point then? You didn't do anything
Yep.
to it,
Nope.
and they call that a remake. It's like
Yeah.
that's just literally, like at that point, it's just plagiarism. I mean, I don't. There's
Yeah.
nothing. It went very badly. Anne Heche was the one who dies in the shower, and then Vince Vaughn plays the again, some spoilers for anyone who hasn't watched Psycho, but it's right at the fucking beginning of the movie, so you can't. I
Right.
think at this point, if you haven't watched it, you're probably not going to.
Nope.
Alfred Hitchcock, great though, it's fantastic stuff.
Yeah.
And then Vince Vaughn plays, of course, Norman Bates. Um, Vince Vaughn, there's an actor for you. Depends on what he's in, but
I like Vince
I
Vaughn.
like I like
I
most of his
thought he was
stuff.
very good. Most of the stuff that he's done. I
Most of
mean,
his stuff's good.
even when he paired up with Owen Wilson those couple of times,
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
thought they did pretty well.
yeah.
I really did. I thought
Sure.
they struck gold, especially
Yeah.
with Wedding Crashers. Oh my
Mhm.
gosh, so good.
He's got a certain actor, a certain person that he plays in all these movies, where it's kind of like the jackass that is a lovable jackass. Like, hey, what you doing? What you
Uh,
doing? I ain't a man.
well, hang on a
I don't
minute. You
know.
ever see Hacksaw Ridge?
No, I haven't said that.
Ah, okay, yeah, that's a very dramatic role for someone like
Okay,
him.
but
He he he
most
he,
times though,
he You're right.
yeah,
The majority of what we've seen in the social norms, he's been a jokester kind of guy
yeah,
in some
but
fashion, if you
lovable,
will.
but lovable. Somehow
Absolutely.
he redeems himself somehow.
Absolutely. Come on back down to Average
Yeah.
Joe's.
I mean, you have these actors who are just going to be who they are. Like, I mean,
Right.
to the same extent, Aquafina, the Asian actress, she's always going to be Aquafina. She's not going to be
Okay.
anybody else. She was
Oh,
in,
okay.
Shang-Chi, Disney Shang-Chi, opposite
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah,
Simu
yeah, yeah,
Liu.
yeah.
Yeah, she played Katie, and she
Yep.
had that raspy voice. You know who she is. And then
Yep.
it's a movie I haven't seen, which I mean, I might want. I'm going to watch it soon. It's Jackpot with John Cena. That's available to Amazon
Yep.
Prime Video.
Yep.
So again, she's very she's just Aquafina. Which if they want Aquafina for the part, I mean, they're going to get Aquafina. That's
That's
just
right.
how it goes. That's they have certain actors who know who know what to do, and probably that's all they do, and that's it. No real range.
I
But
mean, to really put it in perspective
yeah,
for older people, John Wayne, he pretty
John
much
Wayne.
played the
Yeah,
same guy
yeah.
every single time.
Let's put the wagons in a
Yep.
circle.
Yep. Exactly. So,
Yeah,
I mean, there's that. So
yeah. There's
I mean,
that.
but then he,
I mean, if you know what you're good at,
hmm
and if Hollywood accepts it, then why not?
Yeah.
Some people call it like typecasting and being pigeonholed. But hey, if you're making bank, why change anything? If you're happy
Right.
with just making money and being the same character you are, because I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It's just
Not at all.
it's just you have other people who do more varied things. Like I guess Tom Hanks to a certain extent, but he's kind of yelling a lot. I don't know.
No, Tom
I
Hanks
don't
is
know.
very
I
versatile.
don't know. I mean, I don't know. He yelled at Wilson in Castaway. He yelled at Buzz in Toy Story.
Yep, yep.
He yells. He's a yeller. I don't know.
Yeah, he is.
But that's. I mean, he's very good. Anyway, back to topic at hand. Um, you remember the thing for Shrek 5? I don't even know if it came out. It's just a trailer at the point, right? It was
Which
a
one?
Trek 5, the
Oh,
trailer that
yeah,
came
yeah.
out.
Uh-huh.
hmm
Yes, yes. Oh my God. And how
And
butchered it was.
it's
Yes.
so bad. Again, it's
Yes.
a this Shrek 5 to me screams direct to VHS sequel, but in the modern age. That's what that looks like. It's like the animation quality is still recognizable as them, but
Yep, yep.
wow, the photorealism that they tried to go for, or that kind of odd level realism that they were going for in the first movie is totally gone
Right.
from Check Five. And then you see the teenage daughter. It's like, yo, what are we doing? What are
Right.
we even doing? It's like I would hope that whole thing for the Shrek Five trailer is along the lines of the Sonic the Hedgehog trailer, right?
Mm-hmm.
I like everybody still. Some people still believe that trailer was put out as like, oh yeah, this is what we're gonna do. This is gonna be the final product, and people got pissed. They took to the internet, and then the company said, "Oh, sorry about that. Well, we listened to the fans. We're gonna redo it." And then and people are thinking like, "Oh, they always had this ready to go. That's just
Mm-hmm.
a way to get views up." Which
Yep.
maybe that's what Trek Five is. I don't know.
Maybe that's what it is. Who
Maybe it
knows? You just
is.
have to wait and see. Maybe
Hard
they're
to
like,
say.
oh man, we screwed up. We got to fix it. So
Yeah,
guess what?
yeah.
But what about some other ones? Karate Kid.
Karate Kid,
Yeah.
the new one.
Yeah.
The newest one? Yeah,
That's a
the
remake. Yeah.
Karate Kid Legends.
No, 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 no. That's a sequel to a remake, if you will, more or
Okay.
less.
Oh,
But at the same time,
the
have you seen Karate Kid
the
Legends? I watched it.
yeah, yeah. I liked it. I liked it a lot.
That that pays
Ralph
that
Ralph
pays homage to
Macchio.
both. Yeah, that
Yeah,
pays homage to both.
yeah. Brings
Yeah.
both worlds together in a very interesting
I'm
way.
I'm talking about the 2010 one with
Oh, Jaden Smith.
yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
watched that. I liked it.
I thought it was decent.
I
I
thought it
didn't
was
have any
okay.
problem with it.
The
Yeah,
the
absolutely.
problem was it wasn't karate. It was kung fu. But you know, it's it did something. Um,
It was still very good. It was still very inspiring, and
yeah.
I thought Jackie Chan did an excellent job.
Yeah, I mean he usually does. Usually,
Yep, yep.
I watched this movie called Rob B. Hood. It was a Blockbuster exclusive when they first came out.
Oh, oh
Yeah,
wow.
and it's a movie about basically it's him and some other Chinese friend. It was made in China, but they're like I don't know, they're like buddy cops or something. I don't know, or some sort of action stars, and
Weird.
yeah, and they had to take care of a baby.
Oh,
I don't know. It was a
oh,
weird thing because like
that sounds weird.
I remember one. I have it on DVD.
Hmm.
It's a weird movie. It's got its moments, but like it dips into the weird because it is Chinese. At some point, they showed like the baby just like diaper full of poop. It's like ew.
Ew,
I don't
that's
know.
gross.
It's a
Okay.
weird. I
All
don't know.
right. Let's move on from
Let's
that
move
one.
on from that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, we're
Okay.
moving on to that one. Flubber.
Okay. Flubber. Yeah.
Mhm.
If
Yep.
people don't know, that's a remake of the what is it? The Nutty Professor, right?
The Nutty. It technically, I think it is the Nutty Professor.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But then, if you want to expand off of that, there is another Nutty Professor. You
That's
know,
true.
so
There's that
you've got
other Nutty
two. So
Professor. Yeah.
so so let's stick with the actual first one, Flubber. That's
Yeah.
the one with Robin Williams. That's
Yep.
actually a remake from the Nutty Professor,
Right.
the original Nutty Professor. And
Yeah.
honestly, it was cute. For the
hmm
time, I was what back in the late '90s, I think it was
Yeah.
something like that. So. It's okay. I mean, I
hmm
enjoyed it for what it was worth. I thought it was
Yeah.
cute. I thought they, did some interesting things with it, but
Yeah.
it was entertaining. Definitely entertaining.
I think it was an interesting choice and definitely a product of its time in that they took the item that was never really a main character from the Nutty Professor and made it like
Right.
kind of the star because they had all the weird like anthropomorphic stuff they were doing with the
Mm-hmm.
Flubber having the huge dance
Right.
sequence and all this
Mm-hmm.
stuff. It's like
Yep.
that's a choice.
Yep.
That's a
Yeah.
choice.
Well, there was a little bit of AI involved. Not AI. not AI.
CGI.
CGI. Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah,
Yep, there was a lot of CGI that was involved with the creation of that as
yeah.
well. So, and that was also during the turning of the times, if you will, to when CGI started was still
Hmm.
kind of in its infancy-ish
Right.
type thing, but
Yeah,
had started making some progress. So you definitely saw some improvement in the quality
for
and
sure.
stuff. So that was kind of cool. But
Hmm.
then again, you go like into the Nutty Professor. You've got the original Nutty Professor back from the 50s by Disney, and then you got the
Hmm.
remake of Nutty Professor with Eddie Murphy.
Right.
That was pretty cool, especially with all the characters that he did inside of that one. That was
Yeah.
kind of neat. That was entertaining.
Yeah, that was very good.
Um,
Hercules, Hercules. Yes.
exactly, exactly. One that I enjoyed, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah. I mean, that had its moments. Hmm.
I thought that was very good. Now, don't get me wrong, I absolutely love Willy Wonka
Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
and the Chocolate Factory.
That was way better.
That is a classic through and through.
Yeah.
Um, Gene Wilder, God rest his soul, was
Yeah.
wonderful in that
Yep.
series. He even wrote
Yes.
some of the songs
Right.
for that movie, so that was really cool. But I enjoyed Tim Burton's version of Willy
Tim
Wonka.
Burton. I have a love-hate relationship with Tim Burton stuff.
I agree. I
Yeah.
agree. We can
Yeah.
get into that a little bit
It sure
later.
could. It sure could.
Yes.
I
Well,
Sweeney
again,
Todd is a
yeah.
good movie.
Hmm.
It's interesting, but when you see the actual Broadway show or any kind of like live
Night and
production show,
day.
night and day.
Sure.
It's I love the look. I mean, he's great
Hmm.
for making fantastic looks on any of his movies. It's
Sure.
just his storytelling. Oh boy,
Doesn't always
doesn't
come through the
always.
way it should.
Yeah, not the way it
Yeah.
should.
Well, this one I thought was good. Alice in Wonderland. Another Tim Burton version was
I
Alice in Wonderland.
I saw it come out and I was like, all right, that's the. And then you had what is it, Return of Oz or something like that. That was
No, no, no,
or
no, no.
Oz
It's through it's Alice in Wonderland, and
Through the
then
Looking
it's the
Glass.
Through the Looking Glass, which is the
Yeah,
sequel
but there was
to
also a
Alice in
movie.
Wonderland.
There was also another one that was like just Oz, right?
Okay,
There
I
it
don't know.
was
Maybe there
straight up. It
was.
focused on just the Wizard of Oz. Just
Maybe it
called Oz.
was. I don't remember watching it, to be honest with you,
Yeah,
sir.
pretty sure.
But going back to Alice in Wonderland, the
Yeah,
Tim Burton version, did you like that? Did you watch it? Did you
I
not
didn't
watch it?
watch it because I was like,
Wow.
no. I mean, again, I didn't even watch like again, I don't watch everything that Pete puts out there. I do love
Okay.
Nightmare Before Christmas. I think that's a great
Uh-huh.
movie.
Right.
Um, it's just again, love hate relationship. I saw that he took
Sure.
on that, and it was like the weird CGI with he always puts the weird thing. He always puts his wife in the movies. It's always the opposite.
Yes.
Johnny Depp, and it's like, all right, you
Yes.
guys kiss. You want me to kiss your wife? Yeah. All
Hmm.
right, sure. Uh,
Yeah, I know. It's so weird.
that's a
It's
weird
so
thing to
weird.
do.
It is definitely weird. All right, moving along quite along, sir, because I got a list here. If you know, check your
Mhm.
link, buddy. I found a list, so we can
Okay.
have a good lengthy discussion about
Mhm.
um King Kong.
King Kong. Yeah, Peter Jackson's King Kong. I
Hmm.
love the video game.
Yeah.
The video game
You
tie-in was
mean
very fun.
Donkey Kong?
No, no,
Come
no, no,
on.
no. The actual movie tie-in video game when they used to do movie tie-in
Oh, that
games.
one. Yeah,
That was
yeah.
good.
Okay.
That was good. That had Jack Black in it, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't recall.
I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure he's in there as
Okay.
like a serious guy.
Yeah.
Weird thing.
Okay.
Um,
I one that I didn't know about here, Gone in 60 Seconds.
that was a remake.
Yeah.
Oh,
Apparently so, from another
okay,
movie. Yeah,
okay.
I mean, I enjoyed it for what it was,
Hmm.
but it was, Nicolas
Yeah.
Cage back in his heyday, I
Okay.
guess.
What
So it was
about
okay.
the Santa Claus 3? Did you watch it?
The Santa Claus 3,
Yeah.
yes, I watched it
Oh
and I
boy,
thought it absolutely, positively, 100% sucked.
it's crap. I
Yeah.
love
It-
Martin Short, but that was
yes, I do.
crap.
Yes, it was. Yes, it
Yeah.
was. Yeah, I thought it was very poorly done,
Yep.
and to be fair,
Yeah.
I enjoyed the first two
Yeah. The
Santa
first two
Claus
was
movies.
good,
I
and
thought the
then
second one was better than the first.
see that's one of
I
the rare
truly,
occasions that the second kid. Yeah, I'm with
I
you.
did.
With you
I
on that.
thought the second was better than
Uh
the
huh.
first. The first was still good,
Yeah.
but the second was better.
I can say the
And it
same
just,
thing about Shrek. With Shrek, the first one, fantastic movie.
yeah,
Shrek two,
yeah,
Shrek two
yeah.
is legendary
Can't,
with
yeah, you can't
Jennifer
top it.
Saunders.
Hmm.
Like
Yep.
you, people like to talk about covers of songs and how like some of them are not that great. One of the best covers you'll ever hear is
Right.
Jennifer Saunders singing "Holding Out for a Hero." Her version in there is incredible.
Right,
man, good
right.
on its own. Um,
Absolutely.
yeah. Uh,
Absolutely. Let's see. What else? Where are we going with this? Because there was another one that I skipped over. If you want to get into some of the ones that were live action remakes,
mhm.
I know you've got a couple here. You got
They
Lion
love
King.
to make those live
Oh my
action remakes
gosh.
that no one asked
Disney.
for. No one
No,
wants them.
nobody asked for 'em. No, nobody asked for them.
No.
Nobody really wants them.
It's like
Uh,
this is a
but they did
true
it
example.
anyways.
It's a true example of like Hollywood has no freaking idea what they want to do, and they're like,
Yeah.
"Well, let's take this old property and just make it live." It's like,
Hmm.
why?
Yep.
Lion King, though, I give him credit. They still had James Earl Jones, with God rest his soul. They still had him as Mufasa, which is pretty
Yeah,
cool.
I get it, but I didn't care for it. I thought
I know.
I didn't really like it.
Beyonce is like I'm not trying to get the people that that love Beyonce against this, but
Yeah.
it's like I
Yeah.
don't know. It's like
Yeah.
she was okay in was it Gold Member, Austin Powers Gold Member? I don't know.
She was good in Goldmember, man.
Yeah,
I
she's
liked
all
it. I
right.
thought it
She's
was
all
great.
right.
Yep.
I don't know.
What about Beauty and the Beast?
Beauty and the Beast with Emma Watson. Okay, Emma
Emma
Stone.
Watson.
Emma
Yep.
Watson.
Emma
Yeah,
Watson.
yeah.
Yep.
Um.
Again,
Okay.
why? I don't get me wrong.
I don't know.
This is not a dig on any of the actors or actresses
No,
and
it's a
everything.
dig
I'm
on
just
Disney
saying
more than
it's a dig
anything.
on as far as this section is concerned. Yes, I agree. And you
Yeah,
could throw the Jungle Book in there and Pete's Dragon
yeah.
in there as well.
And
To me,
Aladdin with
all
Will
of those.
Smith and Lady and the Tramp. You
Yeah,
know they made a live
yeah.
action with Lady and the Tramp?
I did not know that.
That went direct to
That's
Disney
sad.
Plus. I'm like,
That's
what are we
sad.
doing? They literally
It's
just
so
took these
sad.
dogs and just made them do the thing. It's like, how much time did
No,
that take? It's like,
no, I
what
don't
a
like it.
waste. What a
I don't
waste of
like it at
time.
all.
Yeah.
Let's go with some more like sci-fi stuff. RoboCop,
RoboCop. Yeah,
the
yeah, I saw
original, and
that
then
come
the
out too.
remake. I'm sorry, there was the original is in my mind one of those other cult classic ones.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, I'd buy that for $1,
yeah.
you know.
Um,
And then to me it was good. The second one, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
The
I mean,
original RoboCop was
they
a
really they
commentary on the police system as it was, and I think they did
right,
a good job with it.
right.
Yeah.
Total Recall.
Total Recall. Now I forgot about that one.
Hmm.
That's I know it's Arnold Schwarzenegger. Who was it? Him
Yes.
again in the reboot?
No.
What
It
was
was not. It was
what was it?
God, what is his name? I can see his face, but I cannot
Corbin
uh
Burnson.
no. Colin Farrell. That was his
Colin
name.
Farrell. Okay,
Colin Farrell.
that's a
That's who it was.
choice. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So, yeah. I mean, it's okay,
All right.
but it's not like woohoo. It
Yeah.
wasn't bad, and I've watched it. I've watched it before. It's okay.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say it's super awesome. Look, it's one of those like if it comes on TV, I'll probably watch it.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Of course, nowadays I'm not watching. I'm streaming. I'm not watching TV. I'm usually streaming, but
Yeah. I
still.
don't think anybody's really. Yeah.
Um, there's a couple others in here that are pretty good. Another good sci-fi, Planet of the Apes, the remake of the Planet of the Apes.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So good,
Yeah. That's
so
okay. That's
good.
good. That's good stuff.
That whole
Um.
series of Planet of the Apes.
Yeah.
That the second series, I'm not talking about the one with Mark Wahlberg in it because that one
Right.
was just very, very cheesy.
Yeah.
And no diss on Wahlberg. I still think he's a very good actor and even a rapper if you want to go that far back.
Oh yeah.
But
Mark and the Punch Bunch.
that's right.
That's right.
Come on, come on.
Feel it. Feel it. Yeah, man.
So yeah, in that regards, it's fine. It was for what it was okay. But this last one, the whole Planet of the Apes series, was excellent in my opinion.
Yeah.
And
Um.
this last one was so-so. I wouldn't say it's as good, but
Yeah, and then to a kind of a tangent off of that,
yeah.
I mean, I think a lot of people don't agree. I really liked the Godzilla reboot that they did with Matthew
Yes.
Broderick. I liked it.
Yes, I did too. I
Yeah,
thought it was very
Hank
good.
Azaria was in there too. I mean,
And it stemmed but it stemmed off into a whole big group and now there's lots of other Godzilla ones.
oh
I
yeah,
think
for
the
sure.
one with Broderick, I can't remember if that one with Broderick started at all. My son would know
Yeah,
the answer to this one.
Matthew Broderick would definitely
Right.
started because that was the big. I remember when they were doing all the promotions for it. That's when they still had the combination.
Hmm.
Um, Pizza Hut,
Hmm.
KFC, and Taco Bell, and they
Right.
made a specific ad that shows a Pizza Hut delivery driver because they didn't have a mascot, the Colonel and the Taco Bell dog, asking somebody to like jump in because we got to go somewhere, and it was a promotion for Godzilla. Um, Yeah, that was a weird thing. I like that Godzilla movie. I think it was great. I like Matthew
Yeah.
Broderick as an actor. I think he's great. You got anything else on your list?
Oh yeah, I got lots more on my list, sir. The Clash of the Titans.
Okay, I don't know.
You're,
I don't know
you
that.
don't know Clash? You don't know
Mm.
Clash of the Titans?
No, I don't. No.
Oh, oh my God, Jay, what is wrong with you? Do you
Come
not?
on,
Did you
come
not?
on.
Come on,
Feel
come
it,
on.
feel it. Mm.
Do you not? Do you not like the Greek gods like Zeus
Oh,
and?
I mean, I watched Hercules.
Okay, well, okay. Clash of the Titans. There were two different ones. The one from the '80s, and then this one here that
Mm,
came out in like the 2010 era or something like that with
yeah.
oh gosh, Sam Worthington. That's who it is. Sam
Okay. Yeah,
Worthington.
yeah. Sam Worthington.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It was okay for what it
Mm,
was, but it was nowhere, in my opinion, as good as the original one.
mm.
Although the original one had the claymations by a very popular claymaker artist, if you will, from back in the day.
Okay.
But I can't think of his name, but he was absolutely fabulous as far as creating these mind-blowing creatures, if you will, out of claymation. But it was
Hmm.
still really cool. Um, so yeah, Clash of the Titans
And
was a
then
good
that
one.
that reminds me of The Longest Yard with the first one
Yes,
with Burt Reynolds, and
yes,
then the
uh-huh,
second one
yeah,
with yeah, Adam Sandler. Both of those
yeah.
really good.
Both of
Both are
those are
really
really
good.
good. I did not grow up on the original one. I grew up on the second one myself, so I would have
Yeah,
to go with the second one versus the
of
first,
course,
but
sure.
nonetheless, it
But
was
they're
okay.
both yeah.
Yep. Here's one where, in my opinion, where it just absolutely sucked, Point Break.
Point Break. Is
Yep,
that the
there was an original Point Break with Patrick Swayze and Keanu
is that
Reeves
okay?
and I can't remember who, but this one is Edgar Ramirez, Luke Bracey, and Ray Winstone. I don't know who those guys are.
Oh,
I'm
you sure
sorry.
it's not Juan Ramirez? And he says you can only be one.
No, no.
Okay,
Mm.
fair enough. All right.
Ocean's 11.
Ocean's 11. That is a reboot. Yeah, the
That is a
original with the
reboot.
Rat Pack with
That's right.
yeah with Sammy Davis Jr.,
That's
uh,
right.
Frank Sinatra, and
Uh-huh.
Dean Martin.
Dean
Right?
Martin.
Yeah,
Yep. Hmm.
yeah. Gotta love the
I
Rat
gotta
Pack.
say, the
Hmm.
original one is still excellent. It is
Oh, it is.
still excellent. It's
It
still
is.
very good.
It is.
And if I see it when I'm streaming, when I'm going through streaming services, I will probably watch it because I
Yeah.
do like it. It's good for what it's worth.
Yeah.
Ocean's 11, the remake, way better. It was
Yeah.
so much better. And the whole
Yeah.
series is excellent in my
In spite
opinion.
of the continuity issues.
Yeah, right,
Because
right.
I remember seeing that big article and like there was something we were talking about like yeah well this scene he's eating a donut and then this other scene is like a cut away and come back and now he's eating a
Uh-huh.
pancake. It's like
Yep.
okay,
Yep.
what?
Yep.
I don't really
Yep.
care.
I
Anyway,
know. It's kind of weird. Yeah,
weird thing to
definitely
pay
kind of
attention
weird.
to.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's see, you got the longest yard. The Fly. Yeah, it is what it
Uh,
is on that one.
I don't
They
know.
had The Fly. You don't know
Yeah.
The Fly? All right, that's fine.
I know what the fly is. It's just like I that looked
Yeah.
too gross. I know I saw some clips. I'm like ew, that looks nasty.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's the
Arthur.
'80s like stuff. Arthur, right?
Arthur.
Yeah.
Arthur. The remake of Arthur. The original one with
Yeah. Every day when you're walking down the street. Everybody that you meet has an original point of view. Yeah.
yes. Oh God, what was the
Arthur.
original guy? Arthur. What was the original guy's name? The guy
uh,
that did Arthur originally. What the
heck if I
hell,
know.
man? Oh my God, I'm having a brain fart. I can see his face. Um,
I don't know. Dan Aykroyd. I don't know.
no,
I don't know.
no. Oh man, I can't think of the movie.
Hmm.
1981. Dudley Moore and Liza
Dudley Moore.
Minnelli. That's who it was.
Okay.
Yep. And then they completely redid it and had Russell Brand do it.
Yep.
That
Yeah, that's
actually turned
right.
out to be okay. That actually turned out to be all right. I liked it. I thought it was
Russell
okay.
Brand. I remember when he was
Hmm.
relevant.
Yep.
Yeah.
How about Bad News Bears?
Bad News Bears. Nope. Didn't watch that either. I don't know
You
anything
never
about
watched Bad News Bears?
it. No.
Oh my God, not even with Billy Bob Thornton or the original one with
No.
oh God, I can see his face too. Again, it's oh my God, what do they call those guys? Grumpy old men. Walter Matthau.
Oh, Walter Matthau. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, the original one with Walter Matthau.
Wasn't
No. Mm-mm.
Walter Matthau another reboot? Wasn't he also Mr. Wilson in
Yes, Dennis the
yeah,
Menace.
Dennis the
He sure
Menace?
was. He
I
sure
like
was. Yep.
that movie.
Yep. All
You
right.
know what was bad? The one that with The other reboot with because Walter Matthau stepped out. It was oh, what's his name? The insult comic.
The
He
insult comic.
yeah, he's the insult comic. He played in Toy Story. He played Mr. Potato Head. What's his name? That insult comic.
Oh yeah,
Already passed
God, what
away.
is
What's
his
his
name?
name?
Yeah, the one that passed away not too
Don
long
Don Don
ago.
Rickles.
Don Rickles. Yep.
Don Rickles. He became the new Mr. Wilson, and it fell flat, bro. That was bad.
Yeah,
Yeah, you never
I
saw
didn't
that
know
one.
that.
You never
No,
saw
I
the
never saw. I
yeah,
never
because
saw it.
they
No.
replaced Walter Matthau with Don Rickles, and I love Don
Wow.
Rickles, but that was not the role for him.
Okay, that's
That's pretty
fair.
bad.
How about this one? Miracle on 34th Street.
Yeah, the first is a classic for a good reason. The black and white,
Yep.
and it's
Yep.
the right length. It's great. The second one, I really like it. I think is
Uh-huh.
that Richard Attenborough who plays the
Yep. Yep.
yeah, great
Yep.
actor. He does a
Yep.
wonderful job as Santa Claus,
I
and I
thought
think he
so
had
too.
Mara Wilson from Matilda, right? She was in there too, right?
I
She was the kid.
believe
She was the girl.
so. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep. The girl. Yep. Yep.
yeah.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah, but then they extended it way too long. They had all this extra crap that didn't need to be in there. Like the movie, I get it. You have to make it longer for like commercial purposes, but there's a
I
reason why
thought it
the
was
first
good.
is.
I thought it
Yeah,
was good just the way it was. I thought they did a very good job
I
of it.
think they did well too. I like
I,
it.
I,
It's
I,
still
I thought
good.
I thought it was I thought it was just as good as the original.
Hmm.
They both had their own place, and they both hold
Okay.
their own place. I
Okay.
think I think it works out really well.
Okay.
Personally, I
Now
liked it.
let's talk about another Disney one because I got you
Yeah,
down this Disney kick.
yeah. Go ahead.
You ever heard of Home Sweet Home Alone?
No, I
This
haven't, but
is
I'm
this is
guessing that's got to do with the Home Alone
Home
series. That's
Alone. Yeah.
probably crappy.
It was I don't know if it's the most recent, but it certainly was at the time. It's on Disney Plus. It was direct to Disney Plus, and they took the whole spirit of what Home Alone was, where
Yeah,
Kevin was actually a redeemable person and just
right.
trying to defend his home. This dude, um, like first off, the people that are trying to take the money, in this situation in this movie, they're doing it to try and save their kids Christmas and trying to give them, a better Christmas. And this kid says, "Fuck that," and then he just starts unleashing all these
What?
traps on these poor parents in his house.
Wow.
It's like, okay, so this dude's just a little vindictive asshole. It's like
Yeah,
that loses the complete spirit of what Home Alone was even about, and it's just an
100%.
awful thing. Home Sweet Home Alone, the kid is not redeemable at all. They try to make it so, but I mean, if you realize what he's actually doing, it's like these parents they're just trying to get back with what was rightfully theirs because they assume at least in their mind, they assume that something that was taken from their house is now in this kid's house, and they're just
Yeah.
trying to get it back. And this kid said, "Fuck that!" And then he starts
Mm-mm.
unleashing all these things. It's like, and they try to make it funny. It's like it's not funny. It's just horrible. These people are not hardened criminals. Not like Joe Pesci and what's the name of the tall guy?
Can't remember.
Daniel Stern. Is that it?
I don't know.
I
Let's find
think that's
out.
probably it. Daniel Stern. All
Let's
right.
find out. Yep, you're right.
Okay, I don't know where that name came from, but anyway, Daniel Stern. No offense, Daniel Stern. It's just again, you're really known just for that movie.
No,
Um,
he's not.
I mean, what else? What else can you name for him? I know he
What
was in a
else can?
Hallmark movie.
Yeah, he was in a Hallmark movie.
That's all my.
Oh
That's all I
gosh,
really
what
know.
else was Daniel Stern in?
Uh-huh.
Let's find out real quick. Come on, let's be
Okay,
that guy. You
sure.
ready for this? I got the
Yeah.
whole list for you.
Okay.
Oh, City Slickers,
City Slickers. Okay, yeah.
Rookie of the Year.
Rookie of the Year. Okay.
Yep, Bushwhacked. I don't know. That was
I
the one
don't
that
know
he
that one.
ran. He did that. City Slickers too. Little Monsters. I forgot about Little Monsters.
See, all these. None of these are really stayers as much as
Well, it's the
Home
90s
Alone.
stuff. That's why.
Yeah.
Celtic Pride,
Yeah.
96, Blue Thunder. Oh man, I remember Blue Thunder. He was a nobody in Blue
Yeah.
Thunder.
Yeah. But
Um,
Home Alone is without a doubt is probably his most popular work.
maybe so. Maybe so.
I mean,
Maybe
everybody.
so.
I mean, Home Alone is a Christmas classic for a reason. Um,
He was
but
in How to Kill Your Neighbor's Dog.
okay,
Right? I don't
okay,
know.
but
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, these people are hardened criminals in the Kevin Kevin McAllister universe. And then when they brought it into this new version for Home Sweet Home Alone, again these people that are in there are just parents. They're just trying to do the right thing.
So
They're not
weird.
trying to be. It's just a bad thing. And let's see. We can't get out of this without also talking about TV shows because they like to
Yeah.
reboot TV shows too. Rugrats. They had that CGI version of Rugrats.
So
Um,
lame.
Bad. Yeah, very bad. It's way too woke. Um,
Yep.
yeah, I think they eliminated Howard, which is Betty's husband. I think
Yep.
they just took him out of there completely. They made Grandpa Lou into a hippie more or less with a weird voice. Not great. Not recommended. Girl Meets World. It was only redeemable because of the fact that they pretty much reunited the whole cast of Boy Meets World. No one cared about
Yeah.
kids. Although I think Girl Meets World is where isn't that where Sabrina Carpenter came from?
Something
Pretty
like
sure.
that. I don't
I
remember.
think she was the girl in Girl Meets World. I'm pretty sure. And Get Smart. You remember Get Smart?
I do.
Yeah, you remember the reboot they did in the '90s that did not last with Andy Dick?
Nope, I don't. That's why I never lasted very long.
Yep, that's right. And Andy Dick, yeah, I don't like him because I mean, it's no secret that he introduced drugs into the world
Yep.
of
Yep.
Phil Hartman. Because they got to know each other through news radio, the last project that Phil
Mm-hmm.
Hartman was on,
Mm-hmm.
and that turned their world upside down. And we
It
lost
did.
Phil Hartman.
Yep.
So Andy Dick, sorry man, I'm not a fan anymore. Um, Frasier, I liked the Frasier reboot. I really did.
I thought it
I
was
thought it was good.
okay. It missed its his brother.
Yeah, it did. It really did. It missed his brother. It missed his father. He can't have his father back because he passed away.
Yeah.
Missed a dog. There's a lot of stuff that's missing. Same thing with Night Court. Night
Yeah.
Court. I liked Night Court. I really did. It's a sad thing they didn't finish it out. They had a lot of characters come back, but they couldn't. Again, you're
They
suffering from the
couldn't they
fact
couldn't
that
garner enough views
yeah, and you suffer from the
to keep
fact
it going.
that Harry Anderson
Mm-hmm.
yeah, passed away.
Yep.
So you know, what's her name? Melissa Rouse she did her best. She really did.
She tried.
She tried, and I still like it, but it's just sad it didn't work out. But that's a lot of the stuff that we have for reboots, and what it comes down to is reboots, remakes, sequels. Not good sequels, direct to VHS sequels, and
Not
then live
always,
action
but
stuff.
sometimes they got some good stuff.
They're not. Yeah, it's hit and miss,
Yep.
and sometimes just gotta take a shot and see what happens. And certainly Hollywood does that. But either way, we're gonna
I'm
wrap it
sure
up.
we'll see another one soon.
Yeah, of course we will. They won't stop. But
Nope.
we're going to wrap it up for this topic of the week. When we come back, it will be the coffee table. See y'all soon. A coffee table book is designed primarily for display and casual perusal, rather than to be read from cover to cover. These books showcase topics that act as a conversation starter for guests. This is the Google AI overview for what is a coffee table book. Each week we read and discuss such books with or without the coffee. Pull out a chair and take a seat at the coffee table. Oh boy. All right, what I got today? I have an IV of caffeine straight into my veins. Good
Wow,
to
that's
go.
impressive. All right, who
Yep.
who put the needle in?
Me.
Okay,
Yes.
well, if you start feeling faint later on, I'll know to call 911.
Yes.
Okay.
If you call 911, tell them to kick up the dosage because I need more caffeine. Coffee just wasn't doing it, Just
You
sometimes
you said
oh,
more caffeine, not
more caffeine.
morphine.
Hey man, whatever gets the job done, right? I mean,
Okay,
it
well,
is
I
what it
mean,
is.
if that's where you want to be in your life,
Yeah.
I'm not a judge.
I thought you were just Judy. I've never seen you both in the same place
Ah,
at the same time.
right.
Are you
Or the
not? You're
same
not
realm.
just. You're not just Judy. Okay.
Yeah, no,
Well,
not
what do
even
you
in the
have to?
same realm.
What do you got to drink? Is it your Maxwell House again?
No, actually, I'm having hot cocoa with
Hot cocoa.
marshmallows because it's chilly out, man.
Mmm. Chili. Is it
Yeah.
Wendy's? Mm.
Oh man, I could go for a frosty. Did you see they
Man,
got snickerdoodle frosties?
do they have that? Oh, I think I
They have
saw that. I'm
snickerdoodle frosties.
not a fan of their other flavored weird creations for their frosty. 'Cause I had the Girl Scout cookies one, the Thin
Right,
Mint one.
right,
Man,
right.
their Thin Mint chocolate sauce stuff tasted really chemically, and I just did not was not a fan. Was not a fan. I
All
love
right,
Thin Mints; they're
all
delicious,
right.
but
That's
that
fair.
was weird. Um, but anyways, let's go ahead and start our coffee table off
Yes.
with a 5 minute mystery. This comes from that book, Further 5 Minute Mysteries by Ken Weber. And this is number 12, case number 12 in his book, A Routine Check in the Parking Lot.
That sounds so dirty.
It could be a routine chick in the parking lot. I don't know. Anyway,
I didn't say that. Wait a minute. Where are you?
hey,
Man,
I don't know.
okay.
I don't know. Anyway, let's go.
Okay, come on.
No, then that would make the parking lot even more dirty. Anyway,
Oh, that's not even a bad dad joke. Come on.
no, it's not. No, it's not.
That's just a bad
Um,
joke.
it's just a bad joke. Hey, man, that's what people come here for. Bad jokes.
Okay, fair enough.
Sure. All right, let's go. Local legend had it that Dinks got its name in the 1920s when it sported one of the first neon signs in the county, and the R in drinks refused to work. It didn't take a great deal of entrepreneurial flash for the then owner to realize that this fortuitous ellipsis had far more appeal to the passing public than his own four-syllable name. So Dinks, the bar, became, and Dinks it remained. The name held up to a number of metamorphoses as the bar changed from a jazz cocktail lounge with upscale pretensions in its early days to a dance hall catering to the army base nearby, to a jukebox and hamburger joint, to its present phase, a cocktail bar again. It had a live trio on weekends, deep ruby red decor, cheap drinks, and a reputation that struggled hard to stay just this side of sleaze. The other constant in the history of the place was trouble with the police. Over the decades, the local force had learned to factor in dinks as a normal part of their planning and projections. Situated on the edge of town, Dinks was where locals came to howl, so there were fights. Lots of fights. Most were the cracked head, broken tooth variety typical of a confrontation between drunks, but occasionally the brawls were serious. Dinks was held up, too, with tedious regularity, almost always by strangers passing through who never knew where the real cash was kept. In the 50s, the huge parking lot had served as a track for post midnight drag races, and in the 60s as a spot for civil rights sit ins. Not long after the Vietnam War, it became known as a drug exchange campus. However, until this morning, there had never been a murder at Dink's. But now even that marker had finally been achieved, in typical Dink's style as well. There was not just one body, but two. As it was, had Braun Forster not been a veteran of some considerable experience on the police force, he might easily have been brought into the murderous ploy, for the bodies had been set up to look like the victims of accidental death. It had been cleverly done. Dinks, quite naturally, was a choice rendezvous for illicit affairs. The bar was big, it was dark, it was on the highway, nobody asked questions, and no one would ever dare to bring a camera into the place. Therefore, when Ron cruised into the parking lot at 4:55 a.m., he was not particularly surprised to note that the large sedan backed into the far corner of the parking lot under the protective branches of an old elm tree was preoccupied. There were two people in the front seat. For all he knew, there could have been two in the back as well. Not likely, though. Out of habit and not a little curiosity, Ron drove slowly toward the car for a look, leaving his high beams on to warn the two he was coming. After all, it was really no concern of his what two consenting adults were doing in a car at 4:55 a.m., even in the parking lot at Dink's. He just wanted to make sure they were consenting and that the consent was mutual. The veteran policeman's first suspicion that something was wrong came when he saw no reaction to his high beams. Usually, in situations like this, the guilty parties tried to hide, or at least turned around out of curiosity or annoyance. Then, as he got closer, he saw both heads lolling on the back of the front seat. He knew immediately that something was seriously amiss. Ron accelerated the last 100 feet, then stopped. In a hurry he got out, ran to the car, and pulled open the driver's door. It was too late. Without even taking a pulse, Ron Forrester knew from experience that both bodies had been dead for some time. He left the door open and went back to the patrol car, moving it perpendicular to the sedan so that the headlights would shine directly on the front seat. On the other side of the man behind the steering wheel, a woman lay against the back of the seat, turned to one side, with her knees drawn up. Her shoes were off and her blouse unbuttoned. Her right hand dangled into the garbage carrier that straddled the center hump, and two fingers of her left were hooked into the man's belt. Ron couldn't see her face. It was tilted downward. He could see the man's face, however. He'd been trying to ignore it all along, for the man sat leaning against his seat, his head turned to the left, eyes wide and lifeless, staring right at Ron, the whites gleaming in the lights of the patrol car. The pupils were tiny dots and the irises a washed out blue. The man's mouth was open, his tongue sticking out through lips that formed a perfect O, as though he died in mild surprise. Like his companion in death, his shoes were off and his shirt unbuttoned. One hand lay on the seat beside him, the other, for what reason, Ron could not figure, was stuck through the steering wheel, dangling at the wrist. Ron turned on his flashlight and shone it around the interior of the car, even though the act seemed redundant in view of the powerful headlights behind him. The motor was still running, and there was about a quarter tank of gas left. The heater was on, too, set to medium, with the fan set to low. The radio played softly, an all-night station that Ron didn't recognize. In the back seat lay both headrests, a box of tissues, and a blue purse, probably the woman's, for it matched the blue shoes on the floor beside her lifeless feet. The veteran policeman reached across the dead man's body with great care to turn off the motor, then stopped, hardly believing what he'd almost done. Fingerprints on the keys. This wasn't a case of two lovers forgetting about the potential danger of carbon monoxide. This was murder. Slowly, and even more care than he had used when reaching in, Ron withdrew his arm. The action brought his arm against the dead man's cheek, and in the morning silence he could hear the stubble rasp against his uniform. It made him shiver. He shivered again just outside the patrol car and blew in his hands to warm them, as much because of the shock of what he had just seen as from the December cold. He looked up at the sky. No sunrise for an hour or more yet, he calculated, but then, for the two in the car, no sunrise ever again. And the question is, how does Ron Forrester know that at least one and probably both of the victims have been murdered? And as we usually do, we'll give you all a second to replay the story and think about your answers and if you're playing along. All right, if you can't tell, I just read this right now because I didn't have time to read this earlier, so I don't know, as I
Right.
usually don't. I don't know what we're doing here. So I
All
don't know.
right. So how does he know that it's murder? All right.
Yeah, how do you know that both the people got murdered, a man and a woman?
I think it's got something to do with the current venue of the restaurant or of the place. It's like a cheesy, it's just like a sleazy cocktail place or something to that effect.
Hmm.
To me, it seems like that girl is like in one of the oldest businesses in the or one of the oldest jobs in the world, if you will.
Hmm.
Um, And I don't know. Somehow it just went wrong, and I think they got shot, but I could be wrong. I mean,
Yeah.
they didn't say anything about being shot.
No, he
Again,
didn't say he found any kind of wound. He
right.
just said he
But
knew they were
just from
dead.
the way that they were, clearly they were murdered. I mean,
Yeah.
that was the first thing I was thinking. I'm like, these guys are murdered. As soon as he said, "Oh, the people were dead," I'm like, yeah, they've been murdered. That was the first
Moving
thing
at
that popped up in my
perpendicular
head.
stance, so the headlights were shined directly onto the front seat. A woman lay against the back of the seat, turned to one side with her knees drawn up.
Yeah.
Wait, so on the other side, the man behind the steering wheel. So she's laying against the back of the seat. So is she behind the passenger seat? Like, what does
No,
that
no,
mean?
she's still in the driver's seat. She's still not in the driver's
she's in
seat.
the
She's
she's in
still
the
in the
passenger seat.
is in the passenger
She's in the
seat.
front
She's not in
passenger
the
seat.
back seat.
She's just got her
Correct.
knees up.
Correct.
Okay, and her shoes are up and her blouse is unbuttoned. I
Uh-huh.
guess they're trying to have some good times.
That's what it sounds like to
Her right
me.
hand dangled into the garbage carrier that straddled the center hump, and two fingers of her left were hooked into the man's belt.
Yeah.
Okay, and her face was tilted
But I don't
downwards.
understand how they were murdered. I
Yeah,
don't know
I don't
that
see
yeah,
it. I
I
don't
don't see
see
how
it.
they're murdered, but
Um,
I that's what I thought, but I'm not sure how.
the
I don't
man
know. I
sat.
guess we won't know.
Even try.
Just
Well, we gotta
skip it.
figure it
Just
out. We
skip it.
gotta
We'll
figure
just
it
skip
out.
the
No, no,
answer.
no, no, no.
We'll
Wait,
just
wait,
skip
wait.
the answer for now,
You're
ladies and
trying to
gentlemen. We're
ignore it
skipping the
all
answer, and
along.
it's quite all right.
The man sat leaning against the seat, his head turned to the left. So they were looking at each other. Wait,
No, no,
no.
because if his head's turned to the left, his head is was looking out of the
Oh,
doorway.
that's right. Yeah, he's looking out.
Right, because he was
Okay.
like that was the last thing he wanted to look at because the guy's lifeless eyes were staring at him
Yeah, yeah,
from the
that's right.
patrol
That's
car
right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. His mouth sticking out through lips
as
that
if
formed a perfect
surprised.
O, and yeah, mild surprise. Shoes were off and shirt unbuttoned. Hmm.
Yeah, I don't know how he can figure out that they've been murdered,
Yeah,
but that was the first thing that crossed my mind.
right.
But I don't know how they've been murdered. I don't. I have no
Um,
idea.
Ron could not figure. Let's see. One hand lay on the seat beside him. The other was stuck through the steering wheel, dangling at the wrist. Okay. Um. Hmm. Motor still running. Quarter tank of gas left. Heaters on. Set to medium with fan set to low. Hmm. Radio play the station.
Nothing that he knew.
Both headrests were in the back seat.
Correct. Both headrests were in the back seat, which is kind of weird, but
Hmm.
again, the headrests are in the back seat. So's her purse. And
A
he
blue
says
purse
and it's all
which
and
matched her shoes.
a box of tissues or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I
Um.
mean, I guess he figures it's murder because um the headrests have been removed
Yeah.
and people's heads can't be in that direction or something. They were strangled. The two of them were strangled by someone, is what I'm guessing.
Yeah. Okay. I'll go with that. Yeah.
Yep.
I do think it's strange that the headrests were taken off. I'm like, because if they were going to get into it, like, I don't know, I would have thought that I'm sure the seats
The two
recline
of
all
them
the
were
way
really kind of
down.
going at it,
Yeah. I'm
then
sure the seats
they would,
recline all the way back.
well,
And it
they
would
might
have
not
been,
recall it all the way back, but I mean, if it's a straight back as far as the back seats go, there's
yeah.
probably a bit of room back there.
Yeah. It's a little strange that the headrests are removed. I think that's where
Uh-huh.
I'm going with this.
Okay, that's where I'm going with it,
All
buddy.
right, yeah, let's go with that. Let's see what the answer says. Do 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 do. Here we go. Number
Do 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 do
12.
do do do.
A routine check in the parking lot. The victims have been arranged in the car as though they were lovers in the tryst. Because it is December, the motor is running to make the heater operative, and to a casual investigator, that would suggest that they were overcome by carbon monoxide gas. However,
What?
however, Ron notes the face of the male victim. The eyes are wide open, and most important, the pupils are very small. If the male victim had been sitting in a dark car for the lady for long enough for carbon monoxide to do its deadly work, his eyes would have adjusted to the darkness and his pupils would have been large. Huh. Ron Forrester concludes, probably correctly, that the man was murdered elsewhere in bright light and then put in the car afterward. He concludes that if the man died that way, the lady probably did too. It would have been easy to attribute their deaths to accidental carbon monoxide poisoning if he had not noticed his
Wow.
detail. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that
Right?
one line. And again, it comes down to one line.
Wow.
Comes down to
Exactly.
one line, and I hate that about
Oh
this
my
kind of
God.
stuff. It's
That's
like
so hard.
the line in particular says his head turned to the left, eyes wide and lifeless, staring right at Ron. The whites gleaming in, the lights of the patrol car. The pupils were tiny dots, and the irises a washed out blue. So the
You really got to know
because
your shit.
yeah,
That's all
because the
I'm saying.
pupils were tiny dots, which makes
Yeah.
sense. I mean, with your eye, if people
No,
don't know their basic biology,
I
if
have
your
no
eyes,
idea that that would
your
be
eyes
so,
in the
man.
light, yeah. I mean, I remember that from what, science class back in
Okay.
high school.
I agree with you. I
Yeah,
know what you're talking about,
sure.
but how in the hell could that one piece, that one snippet of evidence
I don't know.
open up this whole avenue?
I don't know. How did
I
this
don't either,
guy?
man.
How did this guy happen to know to look at that particular thing? This guy is a. I mean, I guess he's a veteran cop, but like, man, he's looking at that. Is this
Yep.
monk? What are we
Yep.
doing?
I don't know.
Like, jeez,
I don't know.
this that dude's like overboard with what he's doing. That's just a bit much.
Yep. Yeah,
Well,
well,
we
you know
could
what
have
I could
had.
say? It's a
Oh,
jungle out there.
it sure is. It's a jungle out there. Oh man, Randy Newman, I didn't know you were here. Hey, how you doing, guys? I love you guys. I love Loopy Lockies. And also, I love LA. No, uh,
Oh, jeez.
Gerald
So
hates
nice
it.
you
Gerald
came
hates
by,
it.
Randy.
That's right. I love you guys. I know you do with the coffee table. I love coffee.
Coffee.
I love coffee. I love coffee. I love Folgers. Oh
That's the
man,
best part of waking up.
that's right. It's Folgers in your cup. And you guys
Oh,
know that Toy Story 5's coming out. Conan O'Brien's gonna be one of the smart toys.
oh
You,
Lord.
you're gonna play against Tom Hanks
Oh God. No
and Tim
way.
Allen.
Serious?
Yeah, no, that's true.
Seriously?
That's real. That's real.
Oh my
Conan
God. No
O'Brien.
way.
Conan O'Brien is gonna be one of the smart toys. That's the
Oh,
new thing for the Toy Story 5. Is all about smart toys.
oh jeez. They had to
They
throw
got to make
Conan into
something.
that mix. Oh jeez.
Hey,
I'm
Conan O'Brien's
sorry.
great. I love Conan O'Brien.
I get it, but damn. Come
Yeah.
on.
I don't know. Okay.
Wow.
Well, we could have had a turkey, a hat trick
Okay. Yeah. Huh?
for
Sure.
getting things right. We stopped short because we didn't notice that his eyes were small. I'm
I
like,
know.
okay,
I know. Yeah.
whatever, man.
All the craziest options out there.
Whatever.
Okay. Yep.
It's okay.
His
We'll try
pupils
again.
are tiny.
His pupils are tiny.
Therefore, I
But
must
clearly he was
conclude,
murdered. His pupils are tiny.
Watson, we are not.
No, no. We need to run, but that's all right.
Okay, maybe. Who knows?
Okay. All right. Well, that's enough of that. Let's
That's right.
move on to that's fucked up. That's not right, which I think you have.
Yes, this one entitled Nothing Worth Having Comes Easy. Check out these inspirational quotes. Nothing good in life comes easy. The best things take work. In life, what you want will never come easy. Life's finest offerings demand effort. The greatest treasures are built through hard work. Nothing in the world is worth having or doing unless it means effort, pain, difficulty. Wow, that's really harsh. All good is hard. All evil is easy. Wow. Dying, losing, cheating, and mediocrity is easy. Step away from easy. Weird. Unless an endeavor requires dedication, discomfort, and resolve, it holds little worth. Nothing in life comes easy. Everything comes with a sacrifice. Numerous quotes like these have been spoken by hundreds of successful people. These are words to live by, inspiring and motivating us all to do great things. We think. Are these words the secret to success, satisfaction, and happiness, or is this mentality completely demented? How do those words of wisdom make you feel? Are you inspired? Do they embolden you to seize the challenge of greatness? The secret to success is simple. It's spelled HARD. These statements were all said by individuals who attained remarkable success and garnered widespread admiration for their achievements. Their words matter. Maybe you have a different perspective. Perhaps you contend that achieving great things isn't worth it if you have to go through such adversity. The price is too high. It's not worth it. Maybe you're asking yourself, why does having to get anything worth having have to be hard, hard? It's a legitimate question. The notion that nothing worth having is easy is so wrong and convoluted. Does it have to be true? Sure. When we work hard and see the reward from that hard work, we appreciate it more. That is screwed up. Why can't easy work also be equally appreciated? Since when did the word easy become a bad word? It isn't. It's a great word. Life is hard enough as it is. We want easy. What about achieving something easily and not being judged negatively for it? The positive accolades we get from hard work reinforce the perspective too. We swiftly learn that hard signifies commendable and easy is dog puke. Even if we accomplish something easily due to our aptitude or mastery, the achievement is discontinued as unremarkable. Maybe this whole work hard to attain ethos is ingrained in our nature and cannot be changed or avoided. Or it's pure social indoctrination because every time we do something tough, our peers' praise amplifies our self assurance. We feel triumphant when admirers applaud us for surmounting challenges and prevailing. The elation of accomplishments fuels our self esteem. Is all this effort truly indispensable for satisfaction? This seems flawed. Society has shaped us, reinforcing the idea that hardships justifies elation. Do we have to do all that hard work to get that satisfaction? That's crapola. Is it so worth having? We are made to feel that way by how everyone pats us on the back. How many times have you gotten the good old pat on the back when you accomplished something easily? Well, don't hold your breath trying to find a time when that happened. Never. Why do we have to go through the hard to savor the euphoria of success? Life presents many difficult challenges to overcome before getting to the good. There is something demented about that reality. What we wouldn't mind skipping through a demanding project or any arduous part of and relishing the exhilarating fruits of that work. No frustration, no tears, no sweat. But if it came easily, we were lucky and it wasn't worth it. Society has nurtured this mindset. Easy is worthless. The truth is, we are our problem too. We react indifferently when we achieve the easy victory and reap the rewards. Preposterous. The sensation should mirror the joy of surmounting obstacles. Regrettably, we're conditioned differently. The source of this mindset's origin remains a mystery, but many of us label effortlessly attained victories that serendipitously land in our hands as cheap boo. That is just stupid. We need to take any hard or easy wins and celebrate them with the same feeling of achievement. A further brain twister arises when we recount our easily gained triumph. We downplay our role to avoid others dismissing our tale as mere luck and entitlement. Everyone appreciates the rough road story, Cinderella's path to success. No one admires the smooth road to the top.
This is true.
Wow.
I agree with this.
Wow. I mean, that's a lot to take in.
Yeah.
It truly is a lot to take in.
Yeah.
I see both sides of this.
Hmm.
Um, on one side, work hard and you will be rewarded.
Yeah.
Bust your ass and you'll get what's coming to you. You know what I
Sure.
mean?
But
Um,
why can't it be that, everything is made easy? We make things harder than it needs to be all the time, and we really shouldn't. Like we're being again, it's like being your own worst critic. It's the same thing. It's like being tough on yourself when you really don't need to be because of a societal standard that's outdated. There's no reason that we don't have to do things the easy way. I think as long as we get the same results and you get results that matter and are and stick and are impactful, then what's wrong with doing things the easy way?
So I think I can put the best way myself personally in this,
Mm,
and that's this. I have worked hard to get to where I am
mm-hmm,
within my job,
mm-hmm,
within my pay scale, if you will,
mm-hmm,
or what have you, or to get to
mm-hmm.
where I am today.
Sure,
Let's
sure.
just leave it like that. I've
Okay.
worked hard to get to where I am at
Mm-hmm,
today, as far as my career has been concerned.
mm-hmm.
And the majority of the time, it's been easy.
Hmm. Okay.
I don't know. I guess that's the best way I could explain it. I mean,
Okay.
I'm not going to say I wasn't challenged along the way because I certainly was challenged. Okay. There have been challenging times.
Mm-hmm.
You and I can both attest that we've gotten our asses kicked on some of the equipment that we've worked on before.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. We have gone through that adversity. Okay. But for the most part, I can say my journey has been somewhat easy because it's something that I enjoy to do. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, because you like what you do, you really don't work at it. You know what I mean?
Sure.
I don't know. How do you feel in regards to the same question to you, Jay? From your time with your current company, the time that we have met, this has been your career. This has been the
Mm-hmm.
start of your career. Because before that you were at Walmart,
Mm-hmm.
so you're in your career right now.
Right.
Has it been overall easy for you to do,
It has been. Hmm. There have been
or is it, or is it,
challenges.
or is it a complete challenge for you every day, and you grind it out and work hard, and you think
I don't think it's a
getting,
complete challenge. I think it was a learning curve to
of
get
course,
to get where I am now. And I
right.
think that where I am now is a good place as far as like knowledge. As far as we have I've made it very clear like as far as like actual satisfaction in this position in this company, it's not there. But
Right, right.
as far as the actual knowledge, like yeah, I would consider now kind of yeah, more or less easy.
Well,
And I'm not trying to downplay it, but more or less easy.
well, look, you are at the point now where you could take a supervisor position. We know this,
Sure.
and that's fine. And we can accept that.
Hmm.
What I mean though is, will you have do you feel that the majority of the time that you have been doing this, that it has been somewhat easy?
Mm,
You had your challenges. Again, I figure it took you about a year and a half, maybe 2 years to really get comfortable with the
mm,
equipment and how things operate.
mm.
And then as the what? You've been there what, 6 years now?
Yeah, 6 years.
Um, as over the next 4 years, you've been learning the intricacies of each of the pieces of equipment to
Hmm.
the point where you are comfortable handling just about anything that comes in front of you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna say that I don't. I mean, right now, again, I feel like it is more or less easy now, but I
Yes.
think there were definitely, again,
There were hard times,
there were hard times. There were many
but
hard times. There were like many calls where I've been like, huh, okay, I don't know what I'm doing, but
sure.
straight up, no one's gonna know
Okay.
everything.
Exactly right. That's
Yeah.
exactly right. I mean, even I today walked into a site and had a similar scenario, and I literally said, "Well, time for me to phone a friend." And the lady
Hmm.
laughed at me, and I'm like, "What?" She said, "That's a great way of putting it. Phone a friend." I was like, "Yeah." I called him up. I'm like, "Hey, man, this is what I'm seeing. This is what's going on. What can we do?" And it was just a networking issue, unfortunately, to do one particular thing.
Yeah.
Ironically enough, I couldn't do it. It wouldn't let me because I hit a couple of roadblocks. And one of the biggest roadblock was, and it's
Hmm.
so freaking retarded.
Oh.
I didn't have a Ethernet cable on me.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
but they didn't supply me with one, so I didn't get one.
Weird. All right. Seems like a basic
So
thing to have, but okay.
right, and I know,
Yeah.
and I'm pretty sure there's a part number out there for it, and I just haven't ordered it yet, or
Hmm.
maybe it's in another box and I just totally overlooked it, maybe, but I don't think so. Because if I did, it would be in my bag. At least that's my mindset of it all. I would be in
Hmm.
this one bag because I know I keep it next to my laptop.
Okay.
It's not there. Anyway, as a result of that,
Uh,
um, you know, I couldn't do what I needed to do. However, the next call that I went to, ironically enough, I needed to do the exact same thing.
Hmm.
So I went and called him back up. It's like, hey, guess what? I got another scenario, the almost the exact same thing. He's like, okay, well, do this, do that, do this. Here you go. And I was like, got it. And now I can go back to that other site and take care of it whenever they need it.
Nice.
Yep.
But as far as this guy is saying though, like I agree. Like I don't. I think as far as um, and people say like I busted my ass and did all this stuff. I put in the work, and things shouldn't be easy for other people. It's like fuck bullshit. Just
Yep.
because you had a hard time doesn't mean someone else shouldn't have an easy time.
Absolutely. I totally
Yeah,
get that. I mean,
yeah,
some jobs come easier than others.
yeah. It's all about sometimes just about luck and about
Yeah.
being in the right place in the right time.
Yep.
If
Yep.
someone has an easy time of doing something, great. Whatever. Again, as long as the results
Positive.
are to a good standard and are impactful and lasting,
Yep.
what is it? What's the difference? We're just squabbling
Yeah.
about the way to get there, which is ridiculous. I mean, if it takes you the hard way to get there, or it takes you the easy way to get there, as long as you get to where we need to be,
Yep.
by all means.
Yep. I
Like
get it.
I don't see why people value like I get hard work, and I'm not trying to devalue hard work. Hard work is
No.
so important.
No.
It's
No.
extremely important. It's
Exactly.
paramount to being invested and feeling like you're actually doing something and feeling like you're having an impact.
Making
But
a difference, or it's
yeah,
something that you like doing.
yeah.
I mean,
But
again,
but at the same time, like people that only think about things in terms of like, oh, I work hard. It's like, there's more to life than just working hard. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy.
damn right it does.
No, that's all I'm
Yep.
saying. I
Yep.
think this article, or this not article, this
Chapter.
chapter, this musing by this guy by
Yes.
Joe Baglino. Um, yeah, it puts a lot of things into perspective. It's like, people, there are definitely those people who,
Yes.
are all about like hard work is the key, old folks basically who are like, you got to work hard and then you'll make something
Yeah.
of yourself.
Yeah.
It's like, you don't necessarily have to. I mean, if you are able to just stumble upon riches and like, play the lottery and make a bunch of money and then be rich and be successful that way, hey, you
Right.
know what? More power to you. Great, good on you.
Right. Right. Absolutely.
It doesn't happen all the time, but if you can get it that way, hey man, I'm happy for you.
Sky's the limit.
Yeah, I would like it if it happened to me, but
Yeah. Hey man, it can happen. It can happen.
it
You just
could
gotta,
happen.
again, right place, right time.
Right place and right time. You just gotta.
Yep.
The stars have to align the right way, and the
But
planets have to
sometimes,
align.
but sometimes, just sometimes,
Yeah.
you have to make that happen.
Oh, for sure, for sure. But I mean, again, it's like you were saying, like it's a definite standard in society of like you have to do things through hard work, which I get to a certain
Yep.
extent. To a certain
Absolutely.
extent. That's all.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah, I like that one. I like that one a
I
lot.
do.
I think
I
it's
did too. I
interesting.
thought it was good.
Yeah. Um, all right. Well, we'll be right back. Two very good things. We'll try again with that 5 minute mystery.
Yes, sir.
It really
We'll get
sucks.
we'll get there, man. That's
No
all right. It's good. It's
no
good.
you just everybody
We
remember
both
if you
we
see
both agree
some
it's tough as shit.
you see someone's eyes are really small, that
It's
means they were in the light.
carbon monoxide
Now
poisoning.
that
Yeah,
means they were in the light and they
that's
got
right.
murdered somewhere
That's right.
else. Remember that
Okay.
next time you come across two bodies in the,
It's two
in the
dead
parking
bodies in a
lot,
car.
yeah, and you're like, huh, there could be foul play. No,
That's right.
no,
You tell the medical examiner that
that's
and see
right.
how well that
Like,
goes over.
like medical examiner's like, you need to just step away. You're not a,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
Exactly.
All right, and then hard work and easy work. Who cares?
Hard work
Um,
and no play makes Jack a dull boy.
that's right. That's right.
All
Working
right.
hard or hardly working. Anyway,
That's right. Let's do
um,
this.
we'll be right back with this call news. Yeah,
You got it, baby. You
that's
got
it.
it.
That's it. We'll see y'all real soon. And now it's time for This You Call News. And with our article for This You Call News, it's Mitch of Lumpianottis. Mitch!
Thank you, Jay. This article comes to us from MoneyWise. Ohio woman had Kia repossessed, so got revenge by taking dealership's name. Now they're in court. Whose side are you on? When Tia McCreary bought a used Kia K5 from Taylor Kia of Lima, she thought she was driving away in her new ride for good. Instead, the dealership repossessed the car just a month later. That could have been the end of the story. But McCreary noticed something the dealer apparently didn't. Taylor Kia of Lima had failed to renew the registration for its own business name with the state of Ohio. She did what any scorned, resourceful customer might dream of doing. She registered the dealership's name for herself. Then she sent the dealer a cease and desist letter. Now appeals courts are siding with her on at least one part of the dispute, and the case is headed back to an Ohio courtroom. Good Lord, I'm losing my voice now. How a car purchase turned into a legal saga. McCreary's unusual story began in 2014 when she visited Taylor Kia of Lima to buy a 2022 Kia 5, according to court filings. Like most buyers, she signed a thick stack of paperwork, including a binding arbitration clause that said any disputes related to the purchase would be handled outside the courtroom. She left the lot with a car and a loan previously approved by Global Lending Services. But that loan approval didn't stick. The lender later decided McCreary's income information wasn't sufficient, and the dealership repossessed the Kia while she was at work. For many people, that's where the nightmare would end, with a repossessed car and a bruised credit report. But McCreary started looking into legal options and stumbled on a golden nugget. Taylor Kia of Lima had let its trade name registration lapse with the Ohio Secretary of State. She filed for the name herself. Then she took the next step, suing the dealership and its parent company for fraud, unjust enrichment, and violation of Ohio's Consumer Sales Practices Act. On top of that, she demanded they stop doing business under the name Taylor Kia of Lima because, according to state records, it now belonged to her. Arbitration appeals and a twist. At first, the dealership fought back by pointing to the arbitration agreement McCreary had signed. A lower court agreed with them and tossed her lawsuit, ruling the dispute should go to arbitration instead of open court. But the Third Court of Appeals saw it differently. Earlier this month, the court ruled that while the arbitration clause covered the car purchase, it didn't apply to the fight over the dealership's name because trademark and trade name rights have nothing to do with her loan or the repossession. This claim is a separate matter that could be pursued independently of other claims in the complaint, the court wrote. That means McCreary's revenge by paperwork will get its day in court after all. Could you pull off a move like this? While McCreary's case is unusual, it's a reminder that businesses have to keep up with the boring paperwork that protects their names, trademarks, and reputation. If they don't, opportunists or even angry customers might step in. But don't expect this to be an easy win for McCreary. The dealership could argue that its long-standing use of the name gives it priority under trademark law, even if the state-level registration lapsed. Legal experts say courts often favor businesses that can prove consistent use of a brand in commerce. Still, for now, McCreary has scored an upper hand and the right to keep Taylor Kia of Lima in legal limbo. I love it.
Yep. Yeah, gonna read the rest.
Absolutely love it. There isn't anything left.
What consumers can learn from McCreary's revenge. Check the paperwork. Whether you're buying a car, signing a lease, or starting a business, always know exactly what you're agreeing to. Arbitration clauses can limit your legal options, Public records are public for a reason. State business filings are easy to check online, but Query's discovery came simply from her doing her homework. And reputation matters for businesses. Letting registrations lapse can open the door to costly and embarrassing disputes. For Query, the fight isn't over, but she's already proved that sometimes the pen really is mightier than the tow truck.
Wah, wah, wah.
Hmm. Um,
I love it.
I think it's very unique for her to do this, but I don't know if
In the
it's
end, she's not going to win.
she's not going to win, and it's just strange. It's like, all right, so they let her drive off with the car because they thought her loan would stick. It didn't stick,
Yep.
and then she said, "Fuck you! I'm going to go ahead and just take your name, your business name."
Yeah.
It's like what? Like it's. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it wasn't. I don't see. I'm having a hard time giving justification for what she did because of the fact that it's not it's not really the car dealership's fault that her loan got denied.
No, it's not,
So why is she taking it out on them?
because that's the loan company that they deal with.
Well, no, she's taking it off. She's taking it out on the dealership themselves.
Well, the
On
dealership took her car.
Yeah, they took the well, I mean, they took the car because her loan didn't stick, but that's Global Lending Services the one she should be going after because they're the ones who denied her her loan her loan approval. They made it drop. The lender decided that her income information wasn't sufficient. And then the
It's
dealership did the
possible.
right thing and repeat. It's right here in the thing. The lender
It's,
later
I'm saying,
decided,
hang on. I
yeah,
was saying it's possible that the two are tied together.
it could be, could
Not
be.
that they are. I have no idea.
Could be. Usually, though, the lender is not. I mean, the lender can sometimes be completely in house, but this makes it sound like okay, global lending services.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, that's let's look that up. Let's look that up. Taylor Kia of Lima, right? And
Yep.
then it's global lending services.
Yep.
Let's look up global lending
Yep.
services.
Yep.
I just put in Lima. I don't know. I
That's
don't
fine.
know more than one global lending services. GLS Auto. About us. Um, Fastest growing company 7 times by Inc. magazine. Who owns it though? That's what I want to know. Is it its own thing? Does it say who's the owner?
I don't know.
Hmm.
I'm still looking up.
Global Lending Services. Hmm. Authorized trade name. Allowed use in Idaho. Could now want to know if they're in cahoots. Then yeah, she got a thing. But uh, in Idaho, the company is known as Global Lending Services LLC.
Yeah, it doesn't show that they're together
Yeah,
from what
really
I've
doesn't.
looked at so far. It doesn't show from what I'm seeing. Yep.
Yeah,
I mean, unless you want to look at the court hearing case, which
I'm
I
gonna
have on
look up.
PDF.
We'll look at Taylor Kia.
No, I already typed in Taylor Kia of Lima and Global Lending Services LLC,
Yeah.
and it immediately comes right back with this lawsuit.
Oh, okay.
And I even have the court records.
Let's see.
2025, Ohio 2562, July 21st, 2025.
About us. I'm trying to see what their website says though. Service and parts, trade and values, finance. Here you go, finance. Finance department. Taylor Kia Lima. Get directions.
It's not going to tell you who they go through.
No, that's really weird. They should
No,
tell you.
no, it's not. No,
It should tell you straight up who it is.
not until you start filling out the application, the paperwork does it show who it is.
Really weird.
Not really.
Oh, strange. Because they're not doing their own. If I would get if they had their own thing in house, but if they're doing it through Global Lending Services, which apparently they do it with multiple dealers, because you have a whole link here for contact and sign
Sure.
up and overview.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah,
I understand. But
dealers
no, there's
nationwide count on GLS.
that's
Yeah,
correct.
so yeah, really, she should be taken out on Global Lending Services.
Maybe so.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
in the end, which one would you side with, Jay?
Um. Okay. What's about as far as like her? What is the actual question?
The question is, whose side are you on? Hers or the Kia?
Um, Side for Like her for everything she's done, or like certain aspects? What are we talking? Like, 'cause now there's lots of things she's done here, and lots of things that
All I'm
the
saying is, if
car
you read the
company.
way the title is written, it says Ohio woman had Kia repossessed. She got revenge by taking the dealership
Oh,
name.
okay,
Now they're in court. Whose side are you on?
okay. She got revenge for
Are you
taking
on her
dealership,
side
and
or are you on Kia's side?
I'm on Kia's side because what she did is out of hat. I don't think
Out
she
of
had any merit.
hat. Okay, that's
Yeah,
an interesting way of putting it.
yeah,
Yeah, I think you're probably right. I think in the end she's
yeah,
going to lose her case. She just made
yeah,
a bad situation kind not necessarily worse, but
yeah,
she's prolonging a bad situation,
yeah,
if you will. She's holding on to a negative thing,
yeah,
trying to make something out of it, and
yeah.
unfortunately, she's probably going to lose in
Yeah,
court as far as this is concerned.
I don't see what her taking the registration for their business name has um anything
Well,
to do
at
with her
this
actual
point right
reputation.
now, she has the right to say, "Hey, this is my name. I own it. You guys can't use it." As of
Yeah,
right
but
now,
that doesn't have any that.
until a court finally turns around and says,
Yeah,
"Ma'am, you can't do that. That's
yeah,
not how this works." They get their name back. Have a nice day.
yeah.
Because
But it's
again,
still,
it's an
but
established group. It's an
yeah,
established company.
but her taking the name has like there's no correlation of the fact that she was pissed off. But there's no correlation for her
Correct.
taking the name. There's no real reason for her to have done that at all.
Correct. Well, the only reason she did it was for revenge.
For revenge, but it's like again, that's not. I don't know. She's taking revenge on the wrong people. That's all I think.
I don't necessarily disagree with you in that
Yeah,
as far as that's concerned.
yeah,
It really doesn't delve into that. And again,
yeah.
just like the article says, once a car gets repossessed, you wind up with a bruised credit report.
Right,
Okay. That's just the
right,
way that is. Um, for most people, that's how it happens. In her case, she found something that was interesting and decided to prolong a bad situation, if you will.
right. That's true.
Instead of just moving on, in my
Yeah.
opinion, she's making a bad situation. Is
Hmm.
she right to do that? Yeah, well, hey, to each their own.
Hmm.
I'll be free on that because
Hmm.
sometimes you want to make that happen. You know what I mean? You're hurting and you want somebody else to hurt and feel your pain, and I get that. Sometimes you feel like they need to feel just as frustrated as you are over something. I get it. Is she gonna win? No, she's not gonna win.
It's just weird because, like, again, I don't see. My whole thing is just her taking the registration of that name. Like, really, there's other than her being pissed off. There's no logical reason for
Financial
her to do it.
game.
Yeah, there's nothing. It has nothing to do at all with the situation that she was dealt with. Like the loan was approved, and then it wasn't approved, which sucks. It didn't stick because of global lending services, and then they repossessed their car. That's all above board. Is where it is. It's unfortunate, but that's just how some things go. And then she just goes ahead and takes the name Taylor Kia Lima, and she says, "That's what I'm going to do to you because fuck you." It's like they didn't do anything that wasn't above board. I mean, you know, it sucks they let her drive off with the car before anything really, because like when
Yeah, yeah.
when I mean, this is the part that we don't have. It's like at what point really, how far later did that loan approval just say, oh no, it's not going to work?
It's in
Because
a month.
where
They're a month.
where
Let's see. Registration of business estate of, let's see.
hmm
Repossessed the car just a month later. When Tia bought a Kia K5 from the Taylor Kia of Lima, she thought she was driving away in her new ride for good. Instead, the dealership repossessed the car just a month later.
okay, a month later.
Yep.
Hmm.
So she had the car for a month and they took it.
I'm sure that there has to be something because for a business, especially a car dealership, there has to be some sort of legal paperwork, in that whole stack of papers that she signed and agreed to the terms. There must be something in there that says, "Hey, this is this is all depending on whether or not your actual loan
I,
sticks."
again, I don't have that answer.
Yeah, I
It's
mean,
very possible
it'd
that
be
it's like that.
insane
Oh yeah.
if a dealership that deals in you know thousands upon thousands of dollars in loans and all this stuff doesn't have that in there. It has to be there. I
Oh, I
mean, this
understand. I
is
mean, I can remember the first car
Yeah,
that I ever bought, Jay.
yeah.
It was the one that I bought myself. It was a 1999 Ford Escort. It was like
Hmm.
a sea green or a sea blue or whatever you want to call it.
Hmm.
Um, and I bought it myself. Well, my wife and I at the time did. I think it was in both of our names. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure it was both our
Hmm.
names. Um, and we, went through that whole process of buying the car. Well, before everything was even signed and sealed,
Hmm.
we took the car home.
Huh.
We took it home. We hadn't even finished signing the paperwork on everything.
That's weird.
The guy just said to us, "Take it home for the night. Let me know, and I'll have the paperwork for you in the morning."
That's
And
weird.
we did. We drove it home.
In the two cars I've had, I had a Nissan Versa, and now the car I have now, the Honda Civic.
Yeah,
I had to have everything signed and everything approved before I left. So
yeah,
I've never heard of this.
yeah. I mean, that was the only car that ever happened to me that way. I've never had it
Yeah,
any different, man. Never any
yeah. Well,
different.
it happened to you, and also happened to her apparently.
Yeah, apparently.
Happened to this
But
lady too. Like that's just
I get
bad
it.
business
I
practice on the dealership.
I totally agree. It's very
Yeah.
bad business practice at the dealership, but apparently they've also noticed there was the paperwork was a little screwed up. It wasn't actually to their standards, which is why it took so long. Because
Mm-hmm.
apparently the dealership was like, "No, everything's in line. You're good to go. It looks like you're pre-approved for everything. Let's go."
Mm-hmm.
And then then all of a sudden they saw a discrepancy of something, and they were like, "Oh, wait a minute." She could have been lying about something, or
Mm-hmm.
you know what, this is not exactly right. Nope, we
Right.
can't approve this, and we got to take the car back.
Right.
Now, typically, when something like this happens, they notify you.
Mm-hmm.
They don't just come and take the car. Okay. I mean, I'm sorry. Most likely, the dealership's trying to contact
I
her.
mean,
Hey,
they straight up just take the car if you're like not making payments.
right, but clear. It's not even a month
But it's
later.
not. But this is not her not
Yeah,
making the payment. This
exactly,
is just
exactly.
straight up from the loan approval. Yeah.
Exactly. But the dealership still has to do what the dealership still has to do. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I get that. Okay. I've heard many a story. My stepfather used to work for a Ford Motor Company and used to repossess cars for Ford Motor Company
Mm-hmm.
at a dealership because he was in the credit department. And he actually did go and get vehicles and bring them back because
Mm-hmm.
people didn't make payments on it and stuff.
Right.
Told me all sorts of crazy stories. So I get that it can happen. Okay. And this did happen. However, and this is the same thing that he told me back from when he was doing it in the 70s. They still contacted the customer and used every means necessary. They emailed, well, not emailed them, but they would send them
Mm-hmm.
a letter in the mail and stuff like that. The dealership would still be doing the same thing to this day. They probably reached out to her, "Hey, look, you got to give us the car back." "Well, what do you mean?" "Well, there's some erroneous paperwork here. You got to get." Well, I don't understand. I don't, I got to get a car.
That's true.
I need a
Yeah.
car. I got to get to work. And maybe she was like, "Yeah, screw this." Or maybe it's the other way where all of a sudden they're like, "Oh man, we got to take the car." So they just fucking took the car.
Right.
Okay. It could happen either way.
Yeah.
Okay. But she just did this, in my opinion, to be spiteful.
Yeah. I
That's
totally agree.
all that's the only purpose of
Yeah.
this is just to piss people off and
Yeah.
delay the
She
inevitable.
was upset that happened to her. She's like, I'm going to be upset. Someone else is too. So I'm taking your name.
Right. And they're creating a heap of headache for the dealership at this point,
Right.
which ironically enough, they could turn around and probably sue her for that.
Oh yeah.
Probably could. I know it sounds ironic, and to be totally fair, they shouldn't. Okay, I understand where they're coming from, but guess what? The dealership probably still has its name. It's probably
Oh yeah.
still running under that name right now.
Oh yeah.
They
Sure.
probably just sold a car today with that dealership's name. Okay, and it's got
Hmm.
all the paperwork on it, and I'm pretty sure that she hasn't closed the dealership down.
Right. I mean,
Okay,
their
that's all.
website's still up. Certainly is. Well,
Exactly. So it's honestly, it's just one of those BS lawsuits
yeah.
that's going to get settled,
Yeah.
most likely, or settled by the courts very easily,
Yeah.
and life will move on.
I think she's doing all this and is wasting everyone's time and people's money
Yeah.
and
Well,
her own money and
very
also Taylor Key
well.
of Leo's
It
no
could
money.
actually. She doesn't have to spend a dime.
Well,
They're
yeah,
suing her.
that's true. Yeah.
You know,
Well,
she
she
can
no, she
she's
took
probably
next
given
steps
a
suing the
cease and
dealership.
desist letter.
Yeah, she took the next step, suing the dealership and its parent company for fraud,
That's true.
unjust enrichment, and
Yeah.
violations of
Yeah.
Ohio's Consumer Sales Practices Act.
She's got some lawyer wrapped around her finger, or
Yeah,
she's got some money. I don't know, one of
I
the
don't
two.
know how this lawyer. I guess this lawyer is like just really money hungry. So like he
Yeah.
probably realized she didn't have a chance in hell. But he's like, you know what? I'm gonna milk it for all it's worth and get the money because she's gonna pay me.
She better hope it's pro bono.
Yeah, I know. I don't. If it's a good lawyer, which I don't know if it is, we'll never know.
Yep.
Then he should be. He probably thought about it. It's like, you know what? This is gonna be a waste of my time, but I'm gonna make her pay because you know what? She's stupid. He
Yes.
probably realized how stupid she is trying to do this kind of crap. Because
Yes.
I agree with you. I don't think it's not gonna stick.
No, it's
You
not.
know,
It's
this
not
is
going to
not gonna
stick.
stick. It's
That's
just a
it.
waste of everyone's time.
Totally.
Yeah.
All right, Jay. That's what we've got for this article, my good man. What do we have next?
Next, we have from that lovely New York Post.
That's one of your favorites, man.
One of my favorites. I like their articles, even though I don't like New York Post. I do like their articles. That they got some weird shit. Um, Beauty parlor stroke syndrome. Scary health threat while you get your hair done is more common than you think. This is from October 3rd, 2025. Rinse and wince? Having your hair shampooed and your scalp massaged is a key and typically relaxing part of any salon appointment. The amount of time spent at the special sink usually depends on the extent of the cleansing and conditioning treatment. The problem is that tilting your head back in a salon basin for too long can compress or tear the vertebral arteries that supply blood to the brain, potentially leading to a life-changing stroke. It's a common enough phenomenon that it has earned a colloquial name, beauty parlor stroke syndrome, BPSS. A recent review of medical literature published in May in the American Journal of Emergency Medicine identified 54 cases of BPSS over 48 years. 42 originated at salons, while dental procedures resulted in 8 cases. Other settings were responsible for the remaining 4 incidents. But in the panorama of neurological emergencies, BPSS stands out not only for its unique etiology, but also for the commonplace nature of its trigger, neck hyperextension during salon hair washes, the researchers wrote. A tear in the vertebral arteries, which run along the back of the neck, or the carotid arteries on the sides of the neck, can turn into a stroke when blood entering the injured wall forms a clot that travels to the brain. That's what Elizabeth Smith said happened to her in 2014, 2 weeks after getting her hair done at a California blow dry bar. I go to the sleep wondering, will I wake up tomorrow? Smith told reporters after suing the salon. She said the hyperextension of her neck at the shampoo bowl cut her vertebral artery. The cervical artery dissection triggered an unsteady gait, the loss of motor skills in her left hand, and impairment in her left eye, according to her lawsuit. BPSS symptoms vary based on the extent of the vascular damage, but can include sudden paralysis or weakness on one side of the body, especially the face, arm, or leg, dizziness or vertigo, loss of balance and trouble walking, blurred or double vision in one or both eyes, headache, nausea, vomiting, difficulty breathing, chewing, or swallowing, slurred speech. In the medical review, the researchers noted that the most common BPSS symptoms were dizziness, balance problems, and headache. Treatments included drugs to address the blood clots, stent placement to restore blood flow in the blocked artery, and surgery. Outcomes range from full recovery to persistent symptoms and death, the researchers wrote. The follow up data was sparse. BPSS was initially described in 4 patients in 1974. The term was coined nearly 2 decades later in 1993 by a New York neurologist reporting on 5 cases. The risk of BPSS doesn't mean you have to cut out or cut back on salon visits. When going to the salon, the neck needs to be supported so as not to require significant extension backward. Triple board certified New York neurologist Dr. Jeremy M. Liff told the Post. Alternatively, have the hair washed or rinsed in an upright position. A rolled towel or a cushion placed under the neck can provide support as you tilt your head back. Your stylist could also use a handheld sprayer on your hair as you sit upright. Be sure to speak up immediately if there's any discomfort. Um, I had no idea this was a fucking thing.
Well, I didn't know it was a thing either. And
Yeah.
beauty parlor stroke syndrome is apparently something that can be severe. And
Hmm.
that is very bad to hear about this.
Yeah.
But to have a woman sue a salon for this thing strikes me as a bit odd. I don't know the circumstances. I mean,
Yeah.
again, we don't know the circumstances behind it. Um, again, so it's very confusing to me. Yeah, it words.
Words. Sure is words. Um, Yeah, people have comments. There's a couple of comments. More people are struck by lightning every year. More people hit the lottery every year. Once every year, someone has a stroke at a beauty parlor. I'm not a medical expert, but I can definitely determine that the tens of thousands of strokes that occur annually, one of them would absolutely occur at or directly after a visit to the beauty parlor. What's more interesting is that somebody compiled statistics and decided to write an essay about how the beauty parlor is dangerous, not old age or an unhealthy lifestyle. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, yeah.
It's hard. It's worth considering for the elderly patients, but 1.13 cases per year is hardly alarming. Yeah, 1.13. Yeah, 1.13 cases. Because I mean, it's interesting. It's just, I mean, I've done it. I'm sure most people have done it where you get I go to hair cuttery for my haircuts, and normally I wash my hair beforehand because I know that they don't like working on dirty hair. So I'm like, all right, let me just wash it myself. I have gone there before and I've washed it and I've had them wash it again because every now and then you just want somebody to wash your hair. It's nice. It feels good. Um, and they have you sit back, and you really do have to lean quite far back, and your neck extends.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I can see that would. I never thought about all the there are quite a lot of nerves and arteries that go right in the back of your neck, and yeah, I mean, okay,
Sure.
some to keep mindful of. Mm,
I don't go to a salon to get my hair washed.
mm,
I don't actually go to a barber shop at all.
mm.
I cut my own hair.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and the
Yeah,
wife
people do
trims
that.
it up. I
Yeah,
mean,
fair.
I don't see the point in going out there because half the time when I do go to the freaking hair salon or whatever it is, they
Mm.
wind up screwing up my hair anyways.
Oh,
So I just like the heck with it, and I just trim it real short, and when it gets long enough, I trim it real short again, which is usually I don't know every 4 to 6 months, somewhere around there typically.
mm.
And yeah, I don't have to pay $50 every
Ooh,
month or every 2 months to get a haircut.
yep. I mean,
Because not only do I do that, but I also get a beard trim too. Because come on, man, if I'm if I'm gonna get my hair done, I'm gonna get my beard done too. So you might as well go to a nice barber shop and get a good
right.
shave and all that stuff. You ever had that before? You ever gone to a barber shop and gotten a facial shave?
No, I've always just
Straight with a
done
straight
at home.
razor? With a
No,
straight razor? Oh
never.
man, nothing finer, dude. Nothing better.
Mm,
It's
okay.
good. It's real good.
I know I've watched too many versions of the Sweeney
Sweeney
Todd.
Todd.
Yeah, the barber police treat, and I'm like, no, I'm good.
Yep.
I'll go in there and I was like, you don't remember me, do you? Benjamin Parker. uh, anyway,
No, no, sorry.
yeah, and it's not
Yeah.
$50 for me. I mean, yeah, with a tip, it can be a little bit much, but like usually around
How much you paying for your haircut?
it's like 20. I think it's like 25,
Okay. So it's
and then
about
with tip,
it's
it's like about 35, 40.
yeah, see, exactly.
But it's
I
not
mean,
50.
what's well, I mean, well, I'm also getting a haircut and a beard trim and a shave.
That's fair.
So,
Shave and a
when
haircut, two
two
bits.
bits.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I get a shave and haircut, 2 bits.
Yes.
So as a result of that, it comes up to at least $50. And I
Okay.
got to be honest, there's this one place not too far from me that is absolutely excellent as far as that's concerned.
Mm.
Getting both done. And I have actually taken a couple of people up there with me before
Hmm.
and paid for them as well. Like my cousin, he's
Okay.
bald. He's completely bald.
Wow.
So I took him up there just so they would shave his head.
Well, you know what's fun about baldness too is like the shampoo is not for the hair. It's I mean it can be, but it's
Yeah,
actually for the scalp.
yeah,
Yeah, fun fact. Anyway,
yeah.
um, yeah, all right. I mean, like
It's a shame that this is happening.
it really
Um,
is, but
it's very, 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 very,
it's
very,
rare.
very uncommon. It's
Yeah,
very rare.
yeah,
It's a shame these things happen, and it's also a good thing that there's alternatives to ensure that this stuff doesn't happen. Clearly,
yeah,
it doesn't happen a whole hell of a lot, but it really
yeah,
sucks. I'm very confused how somebody is suing a salon over something like this happening.
yeah.
Again, we don't have the details and know why,
Are they
and
are
can
they
and can or
suing?
cannot justify it.
I'm not sure where you heard suing.
Somebody was suing.
I mean, there's a woman that said like it's happened to her in
2014,
2014.
right there, right there.
Yeah,
2 weeks
2 weeks
after
after getting her
getting,
hair
yep, hair
done.
done. Yep.
Oh yeah, after suing the salon. Yeah, that's right.
See?
Yeah, yeah, that's weird. I
Yep.
mean, it's just they didn't do anything wrong. It's just normal stuff.
I would think so, but again, you
Yeah,
don't know, can't
it's true.
tell.
That's true. We don't have the
You
details of
get
that.
you get all you need is the right evidence
Yeah,
against the right jury, and they will believe your story.
yeah. And then also, like something that they kind of just glanced over. Also, in the dentist, it's happened 8 times at the dentist. And I
Wow.
won, and also there's 4 other times this happened for something else. But the eight dentist visits is like,
Hmm.
huh?
Yeah,
Right,
that is very strange.
it's weird.
Yeah.
What a weird thing.
I will think twice before I go to the dentist's office now. Thank you very much, Jay.
I
I didn't
mean,
like the dentist to begin with, and now you put this in front of me.
it's only
Oh,
happened eight
for
times.
shame.
It's only
Oh,
happened 8 times.
well, it could happen 9.
It could.
Hmm.
Anything's possible.
That's right.
Man, it's like, yeah, this is not something. I mean, I guess I'm glad that we know, but it's like not something I
Right.
need.
No.
I was perfectly happy going to the beauty salon or the hair cuttery and just like,
Right.
yeah, sure, just get my hair done.
Yep.
Apparently you could have a stroke. Wow. Okay.
Yep. That's terrible.
That's really bad. Thanks, New York Post.
Thank you.
Anyway, that's gonna wrap it up. Two very good articles and another great show.
Absolutely.
Really big shoe.
Yes, that's right.
That's right. And yeah. Love, peace, and respect. We'll see y'all again right here on the next episode of Lumpy and Lotkeys.
Bye for now.
If you should or would like to contact us, please find us at our Facebook page, Lumpia and Lotkeys. We will be glad to hear from you.